Greetings fellow tank commanders. In this video I'm going to be showing you a game that I played in the Blitzen MTLS. This is a tier 3 American premium light tank with regular matchmaking. The game I'm playing is a standard battle on Pacific Island War with tier 3 as the top tier and 1 artillery on each team. This was a free tank given away by WOT Console during the 2016 holiday season. Although I haven't played too many games with it so far, the Blitzen is quickly becoming one of my favorite tier 3 tanks. Its autoloader gun is extremely impressive, and as you can see here I'm able to take out this tier 3 check tank quite easily, and I had quite a few shots in my clip to spare. I definitely didn't want to take all that damage so early in the game, and that check tank really caught me off guard, because I can only think of a handful of times that I've taken damage trying to get to this area of the map at tier 3. Now with this clip I don't take the extra few seconds to aim my shots at this T2 medium, which meant I couldn't finish them off in one clip. It's usually a good idea if you have the opportunity to take the extra time to aim your shots, and for maximum reliability, let loose a few bursts from your autoloader clip rather than just holding down the trigger and letting it go. There are of course times when it's just better to let the bullets fly, like when you're in very close proximity or flanking an enemy. Despite my efforts so far, my team is already down by 4 tanks. When I noticed this quick deficit, I decided to change over to my APCR shells. Really I didn't need to because it's only a tier 3 game, and the Blitzen cuts through all but the most heavily armored tier 3s with its regular rounds. But this was just a personal preference, to get that little bit of extra reliability with the tank, and hopefully give my team a fighting chance this game. Also, this game was played directly after the game I posted for my Blitzen MTLS episode 1 video, so I was really excited about doing well with the tank. Now my team is still at quite a deficit, so although the enemies are pushing towards my base, I'm going to go towards the closest concentration of teammates, and try to make sure that we don't lose any more unnecessarily. This pays off since I'm able to get an easy kill on a tier 2 light tank, and it prevents them from getting any damage on my teammates. When I looked at the tactical situation, I knew that I probably should fall back and defend the base, but I really didn't want to try to defend the base while there was still overwatching snipers and an artillery piece on the enemy team. So I decided to take a risk and go clean up the remaining enemies that I knew were on this side of the map, and that gives me another easy kill in one clip. With the Blitzen being such a well-rounded and reliable tank, it is now one of my main go-to tanks to train new crews. And what makes it even better than using a tier 2 is that as a tier 3 tank you can activate ops for it, which means that you can get extra XP and silver to help your crew train up and buy new tanks. Now that I've taken down the artillery, I'm just going to complete my sweep on this side of the map, because we're barely holding on in this game and I need to make sure we're not fighting a two-pronged fight. Even though I've racked up quite a few kills in the last few minutes, the enemy has still managed to keep ahead, and now it's going to be a really tough game with only my one teammate left to support me. I got really lucky being able to find the gun depression to make those shots there. Wow, this is a really cheeky light tank. Now I was going to head back and defend the base because a minute and a half isn't a long time, but now we have a full health FCM 36 Pack 40, which wouldn't have been much of a problem to deal with, but I was on the reload, and if I had have stayed in the open until it was finished, the FCM 36 Pack 40 would have finished me off quite easily. I have a good angle to get shots here, but I'm a little sloppy, and so it's going to take at least 2 clips to finish off this tank destroyer. But now I've got a new problem because the enemy light tank has snuck up behind me and finished off my teammate. I decided to turn my attention to the new threat since I knew that FCM 36 Pack 40 did not have enough speed to get up behind me. And that is very lucky. I bounced just enough shots to keep me alive at 8 hit points. The time on the base is running out, so I've got to make a move quick here. I'm trying my luck with the same angle I had before, and I'm peeking over just slightly to bait his shot. And look at that, that's 10 kills now. It's been one heck of a game for Blitzen, but unfortunately I just don't have enough time to get back and defend my base, and the remaining M2 medium wins by capture. It's such a shame that we didn't get to fight to the finish here, because if I had won it would have brought me up to 11 kills, and if the enemy had won it would have gave him a top gun. Now let's check the post-game stats and see how I did. For this game, I lost 13,768 silver, but that's just from using an unnecessarily large amount of APCR shells. But it was definitely worth it because I had a super fun game and I almost brought my team back to victory. I just want to make it clear that you do not need to use premium shells like this with the Blitzen at tier 3. I dealt 1,596 damage and destroyed 10 enemy vehicles. This earned me High Caliber, Mastery Badge Ace Tanker, Top Gun, and Spartan. I placed at the top of my team, earning a base XP of 1,163, which is pretty good for a defeat. I managed to hit 54 of my 108 shots and penetrate 47 of those. I'm not very proud of those stats considering I used such a large amount of premium ammunition. In terms of crew and module damage, I injured the driver in the M2 Light, injured the commander in the LTV 38, and destroyed the fuel tank in the Locust. Well, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing another super fun game that I played with the Blitzen MTLS, and that it'll encourage you to not let too much dust accumulate on it in between battles. Stay tuned for more awesome World of Tanks videos.